Every childhood is a city, a place that exists only in memory. Its streets may vanish, its people may fade, but the sound of its laughter still lingers, like the echo of a dream we never quite wake from. Today, I want to take you on a walk through such a city. The old southern lanes of Beijing in the 1920s, where the air smells of dust and apricot blossoms, and time moves softly beneath the tiled roofs. This is the world of Cheng Nan Jiu Shi, My Memories of Old Beijing, written by Lin Haiyin, a book so quiet and delicate that you almost have to listen with your heart to hear it. Through the eyes of a little girl named Yingzi, Lin Haiyin invites us to remember what it felt like to be young, curious, innocent, and unguarded before the sadness of the world. Let's step into her memories, one story at a time. It begins in a lane where flowers bloom along low brick walls. Here, Yingzi meets a ragged little girl named Xiaojie. Xiaojie's eyes are dark and full of longing. She's searching for a mother lost to the city's shadows. The two girls hold hands, one clean, one dirty, yet their hearts beat the same rhythm. In their laughter, the class divide disappears. For a moment, innocence bridges the cruelty of fate. But one morning, Xiaojie is gone. Only the echo of her voice remains in the empty lane, and Yingzi, for the first time, feels the ache of loss, that first gentle crack in a child's heart, through which compassion begins to grow. Seasons change. New faces arrive in Yingzi's quiet world. There is Song Mama, a young woman who serves in Yingzi's home. She is quiet, kind, and always humming old tunes, songs that sound like secrets. Through whispers and half-understood talk, Yingzi learns that Song Mama once had a child of her own, a forbidden love, a baby taken away. She carries that sorrow like a hidden scar beneath her smile. To Yingzi, she's mysterious, almost mythical, a living story. But one day, Song Mama too disappears, vanishing like a dream at dawn. From her, Yingzi learns that kindness does not always protect us, and that the world's cruelties often hide behind polite smiles and closed doors. But even in childhood, joy and sorrow arrive hand in hand. Yingzi's father, her hero, her teacher, begins to fade like autumn sunlight. He was the one who told her to be brave, to read, to think, who saw the world as a place worth exploring. As his illness deepens, the garden outside their house fills with blossoms. He watches them from his bed and smiles. Then, quietly, both the flowers and the father fall. The title, Daddy's Flowers Have Fallen, says everything. It's not only a metaphor for death, it's a gentle farewell to childhood itself. When Yingzi walks into her father's empty study, she realizes that life is not only about beginnings, it is also about endings. It's in this moment that the little girl becomes someone who understands. And as winter comes, the soft sound of bells drifts through the frozen air. Through the white breath of winter, a caravan moves slowly, carrying goods and dreams through the narrow streets. Among them is Nu-er, a boy about Yingzi's age, the son of a camel driver. His clothes are torn, his hands rough, but his eyes shine like northern stars. They talk, play, and laugh in the dusty wind. Through him, Yingzi glimpses another Beijing, of laborers, wanderers, and quiet endurance. Yet again, the friendship ends as suddenly as it began. The caravan leaves, the bells fade, and the street returns to silence. Each departure carves a new memory, a small scar that time will polish into tenderness. And then, every story folds into the final one, the farewell. Yingzi's family is moving away. She walks alone through the old lanes, past the gray walls, past the gate where vendors once shouted, past the spots where laughter once echoed. Each corner is a ghost, each shadow a memory. She whispers farewell to Xiaojie, to Song Mama, to Nu-er, to her father, to all the fleeting figures who once filled her world. The wind of Beijing carries her voice away, as if the city itself is sighing. When the train departs, Yingzi looks back. The smoke rises like mist over her childhood. And in that moment, the girl who left Beijing also leaves behind her innocence.
What makes this book unforgettable is not the events themselves, but the emotions that ripple beneath them. It's about the quiet beauty of growing up, how joy and sorrow dance together like light and shadow. It's about memory and how the simplest moments, a lane, a friend's voice, a fallen petal, can stay with us forever. It's about time, how it moves gently but never backwards. And perhaps most of all, it's about compassion, the kind that begins in childhood and stays, shaping who we become. My Memories of Old Beijing is not just a book about a girl. It is about all of us, about how we learn through small heartbreaks what it means to live, to lose, and to remember. Lin Haiyin doesn't use grand language. Her power lies in the quiet, in the pauses between words, in the emotions that linger long after you finished reading. She shows us that nostalgia is not sadness, it's gratitude in disguise. It is the soul's way of saying, I have loved, I have lived, and I still remember. Maybe that's what this book reminds us of, that no matter how far we travel, our childhoods remain like small glowing lights inside us. They guide us, they soften us, and they remind us that the most fragile moments can also be the most eternal. I'm Amelia, and this was Bookwaves, a quiet space where stories meet the soul. Thank you for walking with me today, through the old lanes and the fading light of my Memories of Old Beijing. Until next time, take care of your memories. They are the most delicate form of truth we have.